Okay, today's video was inspired by Dream Eater's lyric video, From the Other Side. I was watching and the idea popped into my head. Warning, this video will be dealing with very sensitive topics including revenge, suicide, grief, and other such things. I will be inserting a pause if you are not comfortable being exposed to such things for any reason. Please exit this texting video/simulation. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get into the details. First of all, Izuku is dead. He was crushed when his idol told him he couldn't be a hero. He went straight home, stayed inside for a couple of days until one day, Inko found his body. Class 1A is semi-unchanged, although Ida is paralyzed like his brother because neither Todoroki nor Deku were there to help him. And Todoroki is still cold to others and refuses to use his fire half. All Might is looking for a suitable person to take one for all, and is actually considering Uraraka and Bakugo. There was a different student in the class, but Aizawa followed through with the threat about kicking out the person with the worst score at the start of UA. Also, this takes place after the dorms were added to the campus. Now, let's get into the story.
In the Class 1A group chat.
I hope my notes will be enough for you all, with the tests coming up. They are great, Momo. Thank you so much.
Yeah, they are useful for sure. Corruption has entered the chat.
Huh?
Corruption? I think this chat has been compromised.
That would be correct.
The fuck?
Welcome.
Who are you?
Someone with a vendetta. Now let's see if I can't get your teachers in here.
Aizawa was added to the chat. All Might was added to the chat. Huh, what's going on now? Kinda annoyed face. Why am I here? We don't know. Someone has hacked the chat, it seems. What?
Well, I wasn't going for a racer head too, but this is fine. Wait, you were trying to get All Might in here? Yes.
Why?
Because I wanted the two killers in the same chat, at the same time. Killers?
What do you mean, killers?
And what do you mean by two? Oh, don't worry, you'll find out. But All Might Sensei is a hero, not a killer.
Yeah. I'll kill you for insulting All Might.
Oh, so you're going to protect him? I guess people who drive others over the edge are akin to sticking together.
Wait, are you saying Bakubro is the other killer?
I believe that is what they are attempting to convey.
Huh? That's kinda hard to believe. Bakubro is rude and loud, but not a killer. And I have never killed anyone either. Whoever you are obviously mistaken.
Oh, there is no mistake here. Those two are the root cause of the death of a 16-year-old child.
What? All shocked to hear that faces. Excuse me?
I'm so confused here. Then let me explain. There was a young boy who looked up to these two, more than anyone else. He was quite possibly the biggest All Might fan of all, and the first fan of Katsuki Bakugo as well.
Eh? Why would that guy have fans? What did you say?
Katsuki, shut up. Now.
And why should I?
Maybe you don't care what happens to your parents then?
Dots of a person taken aback by what they just read. What do you mean?
All Might, I assume you care about Gran Torino and Night Eye as well?
Similar silence. What do you want?
What do I want? I want to make you both suffer.
Unable to respond to that. Whoever you are, you won't get away with this.
Oh, I think I will. I'm gonna destroy these two, and I will do so without even breaking a sweat. How? Oh, it's quite simple really. All I had to do was take a couple pictures, and All Might will go from being the symbol of peace to the starting point for the end of all heroes. What? Turn the TV on, doesn't matter what channel.
What are you talking about?
By now there are broadcasts going out on all channels across Japan. Every top hero in this country has caused people suffering. Just ask Todoroki. Todoroki, what are they talking about?
Dots of a surprise Todoroki.
But I think the part that comes next is the one that will ruin everything you all believe. This can't be true. No way. I can't believe it. Oh, believe it. All Might was the final push needed to make an innocent quirkless boy kill himself. He took that boy's hopes and dreams and crushed them like he was stepping on an ant. And Katsuki Bakugo bullied that same boy for years and suicide baited him right before All Might put the final nail in his coffin. No. There's no way. Would you like to see the suicide note?
Too afraid to respond.
Thought so. It would just make this more real, you wouldn't be able to deny it anymore if I sent it. So here it is.
Corruption has sent an attachment.
They may not have pulled the trigger, but they were the cause.
Who are you?
Who am I? You already know the answer, don't you, Katsuki? Bakugo, what do they mean by that?
Scared to confirm it.
Go on. Tell them. Make it more real. Or are you just gonna deny reality? Tell them.
Anti-Inko? Corruption has been altered.
Ding ding. Aunt?
I don't follow here.
My name is Inko Midoriya. Mother of Izuku Midoriya. The boy these two thoughtlessly killed.
All shocked by this turn of events. So it's all true?
Yes, and I came here to get revenge.
You are Mom's friend, why drag her into this?
Because I don't care what I have to do. I will bring you both unending despair by any means necessary.
You shouldn't do this.
Do you both know what mustard gas is?
In real life, several students and the teachers got chills down their spines. And no. Why?
It's a chemical that once it gets in the lungs, even as a tiny dose makes breathing next to impossible, and horrifyingly painful. It was used in chemical warfare before quirks changed the world.
It's also highly illegal for those very reasons.
True, but did you also know that you can buy the supplies to make it at just about any grocery store?
Eyes of shock that knows what's being implied here. What? Please, don't do this.
And why shouldn't I? You crushed the dreams of a sweet, innocent boy, and strutted around as though you did nothing wrong. You made his last days so unbearable that he took his own life. Face of utter rage. Besides, it's already too late. Sudden chilling smile that you never want to come across.
What? In real life, Bakugo and All Might got messages on their phones. Videos sent to them through Gran Torino and Bakugo's mother's numbers. You villain. Mom. Dad.
You're right, All Might. I am a villain. And one that you made.
You'll never get away with this.
There you go again, Eraserhead. It's not like I can't stop every hero in the whole of Japan.
What do you mean?
I have every single one of Japan's heroes' strengths, weaknesses, fighting styles, and quirks written down on notebooks made by my Izuku.
Surprised to hear about that. The nerds' notebooks?
That's right. On their own they aren't much of a threat, but when paired with All for One.
Horrified at the implication face. That can't be.
Oh, it can, and it is All Might. After my son's death, I found myself eventually in front of All for One himself. We cut a deal. I get my revenge, a new quirk stronger than my original one, and he gets copies of Izuku's notebooks. He was overjoyed. Even more when he saw how much I wanted to hurt you. How much I despised you. So he did what you probably never thought he would. He gave me a copy of All for One. And I'm sure I can take one for all from you. There is nothing on this heap of a rock that will stop me. And if you think passing it to someone else to keep it safe is going to work, don't bother.
What do you mean?
Haven't you noticed?
Noticed what?
Your students have stopped responding a while ago.
Dot dot dot. No. You didn't.
At Bakugo.
Huh?
You're the only one left alive out of all the UA students. I knew you'd run back to your house to check on your parents when I threatened their lives. Which allowed me to release the paralysis gas into the dorms. It takes a bit, but at this point the gas should have caused their hearts to stop. Without the next generation of heroes, the current generation is poised to fall. And I'll make sure that every single person on the planet knows this is all your guys' fault.
I'll kill you.
Come and try me.
Inko has shut the chat down.
Shortly after this, Japan fell at the hands of the LOV and Inko. Not long after, other countries began to fall one after another, until the whole world was ruled by villains. Inko had Bakugo and All Might captured. She spends her free days torturing the two of them. And Inko eventually succeeded at stealing One for All from All Might. The end. Okay, there we go. That was the video, and if you made it this far, I hope you enjoyed it. I know this isn't normally how these kinds of stories go, but I just couldn't stop it once I started this one. Hope to see you all in the next one. Bye.